Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Little Tica and Big Eats. As always, I'll be your host, Ari, and on tonight's episode, we are going to be making our super easy and yet very delicious cilantro pesto chicken, along with a super easy but super tasty coconut ginger rice. So, let's begin. All right, guys, so first thing is first. Today we're going to be using our super easy and delicious Vigo Classic Coconut Ginger Rice. This is one of our easiest and yet tastiest options. It very much complements every dish in which we use it. So for this one, we are going to be needing our rice pot with 2 cups of water. And in this case, we're going to be using organic coconut oil. You can use olive oil, but I feel like this one complements the rice. So we're going to be using 2 tablespoons. Perfect. Next, we are going to be emptying the contents of this as soon as the water comes to a boil. However, I want to note that a lot of the seasoning tends to get stuck around the bag, so we're going to keep an eye on that to squeeze it all out, okay? Let's go ahead and place our pot with water over a high flame and bring it to a boil. All right, our water has now come to a boil. So we're going to go ahead and grab our rice. I've already cut it open, and we're just going to place it in there, okay? Now, let's make sure that we cut this open on the side. And let me show you guys. See? Lots of that seasoning that we need is sticking to it. So we're simply going to go ahead and try to scrape that right off, okay? And sprinkle it right in there. We need this flavor. It's what makes our rice tasty. Let's cut it open a little more. Perfect, okay? And again, try your best to scrape it off. It does sit, I guess, on the shelves for a while, and so it sticks. There's also a little bit of coconut oil in there, so of course it's going to stick to the packaging. Beautiful. I think that's enough. Let's pick up that little sprinkle. And we're just going to go ahead and we're going to give this a good stir. We want all those seasonings to break down into our hot water, okay? Oh, the smell is amazing, guys. And don't be afraid. This does not taste too much like coconut. It just has a beautiful hint, and it's absolutely delicious. Perfect. Now, we're going to go ahead and, as per our instructions on the back, it says that we are going to cook it for 20 to 25 minutes, but no, you guys, at the maximum 20 on a low flame. So let's introduce that right back on our stovetop. All right, guys. Now, we are going to be using a trusty large nonstick pan, and this part is going to be pretty easy. We are first gonna drizzle in a little bit of olive oil. We are going to be placing 2 tablespoons of butter, half a small onion, finely chopped, and my forever favorite, our chopped garlic. We're gonna go in with a tablespoon. Beautiful. Now we're going to be placing this over our stovetop over a medium flame so that we may start to melt our butter and cook our onion and garlic. Now while that cooks, we're going to begin working with our chicken breast. In this case, I'm going to be using 3. So we're going to go ahead, place our actual cutting board for our poultry right over here, and our chicken to the side. We're going to grab our chicken breasts, and we're trying to cut this into cubes. Nice bite-sized ones too. Okay? I like them about the size of an inch and a half. So very carefully slice those breasts. Perfect. And we are going to repeat this step for as many chicken breasts as you have. All right, guys, our chicken now is all cubed. So we're just going to simply move this to the side, and we are going to check out our onions, our butter, our garlic, and oil. They're nice and translucent, which means that they have cooked. So next, we are going to simply toss in our chicken right over that. Spreading it nice over our mixture. And don't forget napkins, guys. Our hands get slippery. Perfect. Then we are going to be sprinkling half a packet of our Sazon Goya. You can go with or without this, but I find that it gives it such a beautiful color and flavor. Next, we're going to be squeezing half a lime in there. So give that a good squeeze. Make sure you find a nice soft one that has plenty of juices. Perfect. Then we're going to go ahead and work with our Filippo Verio Classic Pesto, okay? And for this, we are going to be using, ooh, doesn't fit. Let's find a smaller spoon, huh? Oh, perfect. We're going to be using 2 tablespoons. Beautiful. Let's brush that right in there. And next, we're going to be sprinkling in a whole bunch of cilantro chopped up. Look at all those colors, guys. It becomes very festive very quickly. Next, we're going to go ahead and sprinkle in a little bit of a paprika. A little bit of lemon pepper, not too much because we've already used that lime. A little bit of black pepper. A little bit of salt. Now, here's the thing. We can leave it this way, or if you happen to still have this guacamole mild salsa from our previous videos, I would definitely suggest that you sprinkle in some. And for this one, we're going to be using 1/4 cup, okay? And just sprinkle that right in there. It really gives it such a beautiful flavor and allows for a little bit of juice in this chicken. Now we're simply going to grab that handle and we're going to give this a good stir. We want the chicken completely coated in all of these seasonings, okay? Oh, the smell is amazing. This is totally one of my go-tos, especially as I mentioned before, when we're going, back to school. This yields leftovers all the time, which is super easy for those busier days. Whether our kids go to clubs, theater, sports, you name it. But they're quite busy, and so are we. That is beautiful, you guys. Look at that. Let's try to make sure that we're mixing in that seasoning, the orange seasoning. We want some orange color, but not too much. Beautiful, guys. Now, I like to tap it and make sure that all the chicken pieces are touching the bottom of this pan. Let's just place that back in there because we need that cilantro flavor. And now we are going to be placing this over a medium flame with a lid, and we're going to be putting a timer on for about 10 minutes, okay? All right, guys, our timer went off for our rice, and it is perfectly cooked at those 20 minutes. Check it out. Oh, so steamy, but so deliciously creamy, and yet not too thick, you know? The smell is amazing. Very simple looking too. So, let's put this to the side and continue to give our chicken some time to cook. Now, our 10-minute timer for our chicken has gone off. I'm taking a look at it, and you can feel the texture. If it's not as soft as you need it to be, and it's still a little tough, that means that it needs more cooking time. So we're going to be reintroducing this over our stovetop and over that medium flame for another 7 minutes. All right, guys, our chicken is beautiful. It's now ready, and we're just gonna let it cool down for a little bit to come back to our favorite part. And here we have it, guys, our final product. Look at how delicious. The rice is gonna complement this chicken so well. It's not too juicy, though you can definitely pour in some of that juice. Super tasty. And by all means, if you want to top it off with a little bit of fresh cilantro for that very beautiful green, do so. There you have it, guys. Thank you so much once again for joining us on another episode of Little Tica and Big Eats. And I cannot wait to see you on the next one, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, to share, to like, and to comment. Show us pictures of what you're making. And once again, cheers to us, guys. Until the next one.